in the practice, he told us we wasn't playing Raffer anymore because they had a test positive, and just hopefully that he could find a team. And he sent out a text that night and said we was playing a team, but never told us who till the next day. So we were just happy we could play someone.
Was it important for you guys to get an extra game in before you guys head to South Carolina on Thursday?
Oh, for sure. You know, it's different playing against your teammates because you know what they could do, the strengths. But when you're playing against somebody else, you got to do the little things. So it's just good to get extra practice in and just try to work on ourselves.
Appreciate it.
Does anyone else have any other questions for Kayla Jones? All right, Kayla, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to have Jakia Brown-Turner joining us. Y'all going to get your hands raised. Who's got a question? All right, Rob, go ahead.
What are some things that you guys can improve on heading into this next matchup? Do you feel like you got some more kinks out? Was it good to get some action in today?
I think we definitely need to work on our on-the-ball defense, and I think playing against Central really helped us, and showed us what we needed to work on.
Rob, you have a follow-up?
I do. Central shot a lot of three-pointers. How common do you expect that to be over the course of the season? Is that a good preparation for what you may face, not just against South Carolina, but as the ACC season and as y'all enter the ACC season?
I definitely think that them scoring threes or just scoring in general really helped us, especially when it comes to three-pointers. Just getting a hand up, that's something that we all need to work on. So it definitely helped us.
Bob Sutton.
The offense was going so smooth. Why do you think that was? And is it not always going to be that easy? So what did you take from this game?
I just took that we needed to just play like how we play instead of playing like the team wanted us like speeding up. They wanted to speed us up by pressing. So we just had to take our time and just run the plays that we went over for the game.
Jonas?
Yeah, and it's the same question I have for KJ. Can you kind of talk me through the last 24 to 48 hours from you guys had a game and the game got canceled and you're not knowing if you're going to play and you find out your opponent? Was it kind of hectic? You guys scrambling to get a game plan together and get everything ready for today?
Okay, so the day that we found out, like KJ said, like we noticed that Coach Moore was in and out of practice. And I also noticed that practice was going on a little longer. We hadn't went over a scout for a team yet. So he finally told us at the end of practice that Radford had tested positive, or someone on the team had, and that we should be like ready to play a game. The next day, we just came to practice and he told us who we would play, and we just went over that scout yesterday and shoot around today.
Bob Sutton.
One of the Central players was wearing a mask, or at least had one around her neck. Is that something you guys ever consider doing, in game action?
Honestly, I didn't even know that we could play with masks on until I asked one of my coaches, could we? She's like, yeah. So, I mean, I probably wouldn't wear a mask, but I think that's probably a good idea, especially if the cases keep rising.
Does anyone have anything else for Jakia? All right, Jakia, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
And now we're going to have Reina Perez. All right. Welcome, Raina. You guys put your hands up if you have a question. All right, Lawrence Davis.
Hey, Raina, it seemed like in the second half, you really started to find your rhythm as far as playmaking. Can you talk about how you're starting to connect with your teammates and as the offense started to slow down for you?
I think just in practice in general, just being more comfortable playing with them and getting used to them and just how they play. So, no, I think second game just really opened up for me.
Jake.
Yeah, Randy, you just mentioned how, I mean, in the second game, things kind of opened up for you. Have you felt yourself slowly getting more comfortable running the offense?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's going to be hard replacing Ace, or not really replacing, but just filling in her spot. But, yeah, first program, just getting used to the offense, the defense. Yeah, I think just getting all the jitters out of the first game really helped me, and I'm just glad to play another game, honestly.
How is the NC State, how is running the NC State system kind of different than what you're used to running, or how the offensive system that you used to play in?
Just a faster pace, pushing the ball more. This team in general is just bigger, faster, and stronger, so that's about it.
Does anyone else have a question? Rob McClam.
Yeah, how much are you looking forward? Obviously, you just came off a game, and how much are you looking forward to this trip to play South Carolina? Is that kind of why you came to NC State to play games like that?
Oh, for sure. NC State's a big program. They play other big programs. I'm excited to play South Carolina. They're really good, but I think we can compete with them, and that's what I came here for, to compete with good teams, and I'm excited for that game.
Any other questions? Okay, Raina, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll have Coach Moore momentarily. Actually, sounds like we'll have Coach Moore right now, so.
All right. What are we doing? Opening statement?
Yeah, how about it?
Okay. Still disappointed, frustrated, whatever, with our defense. Obviously, we put up a lot of points. I think we had 6 people in double figures and another one with 9, so that was all great. But, we're fixing to step into the fire now later on this week, and our defense is going to have to get a lot better. We're just not keeping people in front of us. We're, don't have enough urgency, You got to be on edge and be urgent and closing out and all those things. And so, and obviously we had 20 turnovers on offense. So we need to clean that up. And like I said, we're going to be stepping into a lot deeper waters later this week.
All right, raise your hands for questions for Coach Moore. Nicholas Schnitker.
Coach, today the team shot 68% from the field. That's the second highest shooting percentage in program history. What did you see that was clicking on the offense today?
Well, obviously they pressed quite a bit, and that allowed us to get out and get some numbers at times. Like I said, I thought we shot the ball pretty well. We just had too many turnovers, so we got to clean that up. But that's the thing about pressing. If you may get some turnovers, and they did. But it also gave us some fast break opportunities and some easy buckets, and we took advantage of it for the most part. So that was good. So, bottom line, I think we can shoot the ball pretty well. So what we got to do is take care of it so that we get those shots. So that's really important.
Rob.
Yeah, I guess, Coach, just what type of gratitude do you have that Central made this trip on short notice, and what type of competition did they give you? What benefits did you get out of playing this game today?
Well, I've got to also, start out by saying if they either were without their best player or definitely without one of their top players, their point guard, senior point guard that led them in scoring a year ago and scored 21 points in their opener. So I think she just had a little bit of a contusion or whatever from their opening game. And so that hurt them. But, yes, for us to be able to throw it together, you know, the NCAA is saying you've got to play 13 games to qualify for the NCAA tournament. And hopefully we go through our schedule without any hiccups. But you don't want to leave games out there. You got to try to fill them. And, yes, we're very appreciative of Central. And I think Tricia is going to do a great job there. I think they're already better than they've been. And so we appreciate them on short notice being able to make it happen. And like I said, it's going to be very fluid this year. We're going to have to do that. We've already got, you know, they've got a couple of portals that we can go to if we lose a game. We also check on ESPN cancellations, and so we can maybe find out, you know, who had to cancel and see if that team needs a game. And quite honestly, when you got a pretty good team like we do, it's sometimes hard to get people to play. So we are very appreciative of Central working that out.
Jonas.
Coach, just kind of follow up on Rob's question. Like, how did this come about so quickly in a matter of days to get Central on board? I know that, you know, they're right down the road, but still, I'm sure there's a lot of logistics involved to get them on board to play.
Oh yeah, you know, we and our administration, you got to tip your hat to them and our sports medicine department and all the people that had to do a lot of overtime work to make it happen. We found out we were in practice Friday morning, and obviously in our practice plan we had a big segment set aside for preparing for the opponent we're supposed to play. I guess it's safe to say, you know, okay to say Radford, everybody knows. And we found out during the middle of practice that they had a positive test and would not be able to play. And so we immediately, had people, Brandon Miller on our staff who does our video and stuff, different ones. We just got on the phones and started calling people. We actually had a team from New Jersey that was going to bust down 9 or 10 hours on Saturday. This was on Friday when we were talking. Saturday they were going to bust down, but they didn't quite meet the protocol for the testing that we require, and so we couldn't get that approved. And then Central got back to us pretty much Saturday evening. So I think I got my first film on them at about 8:30. I'm sorry, Friday evening. Yeah, so I got my first film on them Friday night about 8:30, and I had to be ready for practice the next morning and prepare for them. So, again, we appreciate them making it happen, and it's the way it's going to be. I mean, you got to get games, and if you have because you never know, you know, right now, if you have a positive and you have a lot of contact tracing, then they shut you down for 14 days. So you could lose a lot of games in 2 weeks. So you got to try to get the games when you can and keep moving that direction.
Lawrence Davis.
Hi, Coach. Reina was saying that she's starting to get a little bit more comfortable with running the offense, especially in practice. What are you seeing from her in practice and in games? And are you comfortable with her running your offense 2 games into the season?
Yeah, I think she's done a remarkable job. You know, I know it's tough on her too. She was, their conference, the Big West Conference Player of the Year, and to come in here and try to fill a spot or help fill a spot that Ace Koenig held for 4 years, and you're trying to catch up in 4 months or whatever. It's tough, and we're so thankful we have her though, because of what the experience she brings, her ability to score the ball, her basketball IQ, just her focus. You know, right now I'm really concerned about our urgency and our focus and things like that, and Raina brings that. So we're starting games with Kai Crutchfield at point guard, but obviously we like Kai at 2 also, and we just felt like we had to have some depth and some experience at that spot. So that's what Raina brings us. And, you know, she shot the ball extremely well today. I think was more comfortable than in the opener. And, we're really, like I said, really thankful and excited to have her here. And she did a great job for us.
Jake.
Hey, Coach. With the kind of the limited preseason and how everything's gone, how important is it that through 2 games at least, you've kind of been able to go deep into your bench and see what some of the back of the rotation players can kind of do with live game experience?
Yeah, obviously, I don't. That's the last thing I pretty much told them before this game started. Is we're not worried about anything else but being the best version of NC State women's basketball that we can be. So we're not worried about the score. We're not worried about the opponent. We're measuring against ourselves. And, we gave up 31 points in the fourth quarter. Our goal normally is to give up 30 points or less in a half, and we did it in 1 quarter. So while everything may look nice and all that, I know we got a lot of things to clean up and a lot of things to get better at in a hurry because, as you mentioned, normally we'd have 11 non-conference games. This year we have 5, and obviously Thursdays more like a conference game than a non-conference game. So, we got to. I told them we're not going to be able to just turn a switch on and everything be okay. We got to fix it. So. I know I should be happy with a 38-point win or whatever, but again, the film won't lie. We'll see all the mistakes and all the things we got to get better at.
Rob McClam.
Yeah, speaking to the game against South Carolina, how excited are you for that, to see your kids play against a top-tier competition? I know the kids, this is a reason why they went to NC State to play games like this. Do you expect a great game on Thursday?
Well, I hope so. I hope it's a great game. And that's what I told them also, is you come to NC State to play games like this. And, we sought out a game like this. We wanted to get tested. This is great preparation for our conference, which we're opening up conference play here in a week or 2. We're playing 3 conference games before Christmas, which normally that doesn't happen. And so we needed a game like this. I'm sure any weaknesses or things that we have that we're not doing well, we're going to get exposed Thursday night. And so it's a great challenge. Dawn Staley's built that program. I have so much respect for her. And they have the number 1 recruiting class, it seems like, every year now. So they got great talent, great coaching, and that makes for a really big challenge. So we're going to find out, and hopefully we'll, like I said, clean some of this stuff up. But it's going to be a big challenge for us, and hopefully we can rise to the occasion.
Does anyone have anything else for Coach Moore? All right, Coach Moore, thank you very much.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all being here.
Thanks, everybody.